What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, you guys are gonna see not the Lambo, not the GT, but another episode of the BMW M3. In my opinion, one of the most best M3s that's ever came out because of the fact that it's got a V8. Every other one of these has a 6-cylinder. Sounds okay. Not as good as this. Now, you guys saw how the exhaust changed everything on this, and we're still in the process of getting all the lights turned off. We got the check engine light turned off, though, completely. We are still waiting on our module. But on this episode, let's go ahead and start spending some more money on this thing and making this thing look better. You guys did actually see how the trim wrap blacked out with the window tint makes a huge difference. It actually does. I actually love how that looks now. Looks really good. And I think it's going to make that car look a little bit more aggressive. But we have some other things on today's episode that I want to show you guys. And if the module comes in today's video or next video, I guess we'll find out if all this money that we spent on this car is actually worth it. And hopefully we can turn off some more lights because things lit up like a Christmas tree. Now, if you didn't get to see what last episode looked like, go ahead and watch the video, but look at that finished product. That window tint on that Fox Red is looking really good. Now, this thing is still a project. It's nowhere near completed, nowhere near perfected yet. We're still going to go ahead and do it. We got the exhaust done, as you guys don't know, or if you guys do know, you guys saw the video. But this interior, as you guys also know, for those who watch, you can see gaps. It's not 100% put back together. And the reason is because we're still waiting on that airbag module. We still got lights on the dash. Check engine lights, what we fixed. The car had a bad battery. That's why I was at the auction. But we still have an airbag light on. And we got to make sure that's taken care of because I don't like any of our cars having any lights. But in today's episode, this is what we're going to do, okay? One of the aero lights that we had was for the headlights. The headlights being burnt out. Obviously, I haven't turned the car on, but you turn on the lights, you hit the button out here, and the key has to go in there. Let's put this key in here. So the car is running. We have a low tire pressure light on. We have a seatbelt light that won't shut off. We have an airbag light, and then we have this light bulb icon. And yeah, so we got a couple lights. It's like a Christmas tree. Let's go ahead and take care of that one light. It's for the headlights. As you guys can see, if we go outside here, you guys will see for yourself. Check this out. There's the lights on the car, right? Now watch this. Does something look weird? Take a look at that. These lights are yellow. They got angel eyes, but they're yellow, and this one is completely out. One of the other error codes that we actually have to take care of. So let's go ahead and take care of this and also make this look a whole lot better than this ugly yellow. Now this kit that we got is right over here, LED marker angel eyes. It's supposed to look like that, which I think will look super aggressive on this black car. But let's go ahead, unbox this, their digital control modules and whatnot, and get these things installed. This is going to be one of the mods that we're going to do on this thing. And like I said, we're just keep spending money on this. There's the bulbs themselves, they're LEDs, and then you got these little module plugs. Show you guys how it works. We'll pop the hood and all that stuff, but for now, let's get straight to work. You guys will see the video and pretty much see exactly how it's done. Take a look at that. So much better, guys. The angel eyes are showing. It is very bright as well, and it looks really nice. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. It's super tight in there. As you guys, if you guys done this before, it's very tight fit because the bulbs from the actual aftermarket ones are a lot bigger, and then you got all this wiring and stuff as well. But let's go ahead and do that one as well. And there you have it. Take a look at this. Doesn't this look really good? Wow, it just makes the whole front end transform. Super happy with how this turned out. They're working really nice. And this being brand new headlight lenses really show. I mean, the previous owner spent a lot of money taking care of this thing. Now what we're going to do, as you guys can see, I got my polisher out here. I want to go ahead and just wipe this panel down and just polish out most of this car out. And then we'll do a final wash with the pressure washer to get all the polish stuff out of it. And then we'll do a ceramic coating and see how this thing actually shines. There you have it, guys. Take a look at this. The whole entire car, it's all paint corrected. And I can't stand when people don't paint correct their car, especially on black. It is one of the nicest colors. Obviously, green is nice and pearl white, but black just, you know, if you take care of it, it shows it. And it's one of the hardest colors to keep clean and to get a swirl-free finish like this. But this thing, I can't be any happier with it. It turned out amazing. It is like glass. We got everything all polished out, corrected, and now we're ready to go ahead and get this thing ceramic coated. So let's get over here. We got our ceramic coating right here. We got the halo, which is for PPF film. And then we have another one that we use, a G Technique EXO. So we're gonna use this one right here, and we're gonna use an applicator pad right here. So let's go ahead, get this thing ceramic coated. Well, take a look at this M3. This thing is looking beautiful. But you know what else this thing could need to look even more beautiful? Take a look around us, guys. Every one of our cars has a set of wheels, and we give it a little bit of our own taste, right? Now, those wheels on the M3 right behind me over here are, I'd say, pretty cool. Pretty decent looking. Personally, not a taste of me. I mean, even the golf cart has wheels on it. Look at that. But I think I want to give this thing a little bit of a classical E90 series wheel style choice. And if y'all are BMW E90 fans, y'all probably already know, especially even BMW fans in general, what kind of wheels we're going with to give this thing the iconic classic wheel look. Now, I don't want to pick anything too boom out there. The color of the car is black. We wanted to pick something on this thing that's going to be subtle and still look OEM plus and give it that nice look. So without further ado, I'm not even going to show you guys. We're going to go straight to the tire shop and you guys will see it. And yeah, that's right. We got everything loaded up in this thing. As you can see through the windows in here, all filled up with it. So let's head straight to our guys. Get these wheels mounted. You guys can see the unveiling right there. Let's get inside this thing. Cold start in the M3. This car, I don't know if I've said it enough yet, but if you haven't had an E90 M3 or E92, E93, whatever it is, you're missing out. The cold starts on this car is just amazing. Take a look at this. Wait for it. You gotta wait for it, okay? Watch this. Now this M3 is all warmed up now. Even then, look at this exhaust. Man, it just sounds so good. That's at idle. Yes, it's not loud like this. Yes, it's not loud like this. But for a nice convertible cruiser that's still really fun to drive and has one of the best exhaust notes ever. High revving V8 right here. High revving V10. Beautiful muscle German twin turbo, just muscle out of the factory. AMG right here. German power. This is it. The Lexus, we had the RCF, also one of the high revving V8s. Beautiful sounds. They just sound amazing. The shifts are amazing. While you're up in the RPMs and the power bands and the other guy's shifting 2-3 gears, you're still pulling away. And all of these are DCT dual clutch transmissions. So not that SMG, and it's just a lot of fun to drive. Now these wheels, they're beautiful. They're in great shape. If anyone wants to buy them, feel free to hit us up. For this car, for us, for our taste, I don't know. I like them. They look clean. Yes, you can put spacers on them and pop them out and make it look OEM plus. I don't know. Make it look cool. But these wheels are just kind of like old man style, grandpa style. I want that aggressiveness for these wheels, you know, a little bit more pizzazz. Boom, you know, to give this car that look that it actually needs. Now let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Should we keep these wheels, or once you guys see these wheels that we're about to go drive down to and get them installed, let me know if you guys like those wheels better. Put them down in the comments. Let's get out of here and get these wheels mounted. And we're into the BMW life. Every light you can imagine on is on, except for the check engine light. Look at that, no check engine light on. That light turns off because it's our daytime running light, so that's not an issue. Brake light goes away. We have tire pressure, airbag, and seatbelt on. That's it, okay? It's not your typical BMW. Avant-garde is right here. Maybe some of you guys will be able to guess what wheels these are. That's all I'm showing you guys for now. Let's get out of here. But, you know, a lot of people are probably wondering, I want to address this real quick. Why are we putting wheels and doing these mods before we even fix the issue? I mean, we bought the car from the auction, we fixed the check engine light, and that was it. Why are we, you know, not fixing the airbag light or whatnot? Well, there's a thing called shipping and waiting on that module to come back. See, there's no one around here that can go ahead and get us the module reprogrammed. No one on the East Coast here that I have found that's skilled enough to be able to do it. Now, maybe some of you guys may know. If you do, let me know. I'd love to get in contact with them. But our main guy is all the way in Washington State. We shipped it all the way there, and he already programmed it, and we're going to get it back, hopefully, in the next couple days. But in the meantime, we had already a lot of stuff ordered for this car because we love this car, and we had everything planned ahead of time. So I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get all this stuff out of the way so we don't keep you guys waiting, and we can still come out with videos and more content for you guys. This thing just drives so good. I mean, around the roads, comfortability, everything. It's pretty cool. I mean, yes, we got the Lambo, we got the GT, you know, and all these cool toys. But this car still, every time you take it out, A, sounds really good. I mean, oh my goodness, it sounds really good. I'm not even on it all the way. But it just drives beautifully, smooth, comfortable. You know, obviously we got a lot of room in here. We can fit everything in here. So let's go ahead. I mean, I'm really excited. This is the time, like when you do stuff on a car at this point, where it gets very exciting. This is the fun part. What do you think, Phil? You like how they look?
Yeah.
What do you think? All done? What do you think? These wheels or the old man wheels?
Them wheels.
Them right here? What about you?
I like those better.
Yep, that's what everyone's saying. Well, we made it back to the shop. It is pouring rain outside, but that's not a problem. We got the fully enclosed, heated and cooled shop. Take a look at this car with the wheels on there and the drop top down. Of course, we're not gonna drive it outside. It's pouring rain right now, but this fitment is just looking amazing. I love how this thing turned out. We got some more stuff planned for this thing, and in this video, we're gonna go ahead and do it today. So let's go ahead, get this thing looking 100% looking good. Now you can see the BMW behind me, but one thing I really wanted to get worked out on this car is I really hate how those kidney grills are chrome. Once again, it's a little bit of that touch that makes it look less aggressive, old man style, a little bit not my taste. But in this video, look what we're gonna do there. That's the next model we're gonna be doing. So let me switch the camera back. I'll show you guys the before, and then we'll get started on getting this thing all knocked out. As you can see, I mean, it looks good, right? I'll give it that. It looks good with those other wheels on there. It's a little bit too much chrome in the front, but I personally think this is gonna look way better if it's all blacked out. So let's go ahead, get the package that we have that came in for it. It's literally right over here. And we're gonna go ahead and install these blacked out grills. at that, guys. So much more aggressive. Looks so much better. Wow, does that look sick. It just gives the car a whole lot more of aggressive look. Dang, with the angel eyes on as well, I think that's the way to go. Now we got another piece for this thing. We do have a front lip that we bought for this thing. Let's go ahead and install the front lip on this, make this thing even more aggressive. Comment down below what you guys actually think about these grills. I still have the old OEM ones over here. If not, if you guys don't like them, we could always swap them. But personally, I think that right there looks really good. Imagine with that front lip that we got for this thing. Whew, it's gonna look really good. All right, so the lip is here. We got hardware for it out of the box already, but we haven't opened it up yet. The car is on the lift. We'll jack this thing up, and it's our first time actually going underneath this car, beside it being at the exhaust shop, where we only saw the rear. I want to see underneath this thing. Do we have leaks? Do we have any issues with it? I mean, we already put wheels on it, blacked out the grills, angel eyes, and all this fun stuff, but let's go through this thing underneath and see what it looks like. But I want to put the lip on there, and whatever it is, we'll fix it. So that's why I'm not too worried about it. The lift right over here, we use the lift and a little roller chair to hold the lip exactly where we want it. That way we can see where it's going to fit, get it exactly where we want it, and then go ahead and button it all up together. But that is looking really good. And now all we have to do is go ahead and button it up, get it done, and get this lip installed. Got the lip on the car. Now let's get underneath this thing and see what it looks like underneath. We have not seen how the underneath looks. First time up on the lift, so might as well go ahead and get a sneak peek. Is it self-lubricating? Is there a massive oil leak? Are we in for a surprise? I guess we'll find out. Dive underneath this thing. So we got a little sticker thing going on here. Oh, that's actually the sticker for like the OEM part for, I guess, the core support. Everything underneath looks really good. There's no leaks. This looks dry. This is always soaked because, you know, when people change their oil, or sometimes you have an oil leak that also splatters all over these exhausts and everything else that you can think of. But so far going down this thing, it looks really good. Really clean. I don't see any spots of oil, you know, like most BMWs that you see. Exhaust work came out really nice. Boom, Randy's. Yeah, everything's looking good. All M stamped. No rust. Pipes are good. Shielding, it looks good. Yeah, this is nice. Wow. I'm genuinely actually shocked because every BMW that we get looks like good from the top, but underneath they're all self-lubricating. This guy, whoever had this thing, really took care of this thing. And when we bought this car, I ran the Carfax on it. Everything on this car was literally maintained. It had full service history, and I'm guessing the previous owner took really good care of it because it was all original, most likely an older person that had it. And I'm honestly beginning to think that this battery issue was the only issue that caused all of this, and that airbag module. But $60 and $100 for a battery, and that's the only issue we have? This is looking really good. Our mods that we spent and everything else is really awesome because of the fact that we don't have to repair anything. Nothing's leaking underneath here. Underneath inspection checks out. Well, guys, take a look at this. Look what we got here all the way back from Seattle, Washington. If you're seeing this, Ruslan, thank you so much. Thank you for getting this done for us. Now the moment of truth. Will this module work and turn off the remainder of the lights? I mean, look how beautiful this car looks. I just can't get past how beautiful this thing is looking. Now, let's go ahead and install this. I'm not going to show you guys pulling everything apart again because you guys already saw that. I'm going to go ahead and get it to the point of just putting this in, plugging it in, recording it, and letting you guys know if this works or not. Let's do it. Alrighty, so moment of truth. Let's see. Got the key. Plug it in. Wake this thing up. Will we have an airbag light on still or not? Oh, come on.
Waiting for parents.
Let's turn this off. Turn off! Okay. Well, that did not work. Well, that didn't work. I don't know, this annoying beep is getting pretty annoying, but I don't know what else would cause it. We plugged it all in and everything back in. Everything on here is all plugged in, just dangling right there behind this panel. I don't think it has to get bolted on or anything like that, but then again, I'm not sure. It was worth a try. It was about 80 bucks. So we might just have to order a brand new module. I'm gonna try one other thing here. I've got the car running right now. I've got my module in there, the Autel. We're gonna try to scan it and see what codes we have because honestly, I don't know what else to do. We plugged in the module. The light of the airbag is still there. I'm gonna try to see what fault codes it's giving us. Maybe if there's another fault code that it popped up, maybe it's the same one. So let's go ahead and see what it is because I already got it plugged in, and let's go ahead and scan it and do a full scan on this thing. So that's a good sign. We don't have any faults with our engine. Dynamic cluster, that's all fine. Those are sometimes fault codes for stuff being disconnected as well. Most importantly, we want to make sure that our airbag module is good. So let's see what we got here. We got airbag 3 fault codes on that one. Read codes. Let's see what we got. Different code. Advanced crash safety, ACSM, ACSM, ACSM internal fault. It's all absent, but it's plugged in, so I don't know why it would be absent. I'm gonna try to maybe reset it. Now that would make some sense there. If we plugged it in and this thing has been disconnected while we've been driving it, getting the wheels and tires and everything else mounted on there, the computer's probably thinking that the ACSM, I believe it was called, is not there. And it had, crash data codes before for the ACSM, but it's not there. So I'm gonna try to clear the codes and see what comes back. Maybe we'll get lucky. Fingers crossed. Maybe we'll clear the airbag light. We'll find out. Now, before I could not clear the airbag light because of the hard code. So if this went successfully, it would make sense that this would clear the airbag light. So codes have been erased successfully on our dash. We should not have any airbag light come on. I think we're good. Because last time it came on way quicker than that. I'll try to turn it on and off again. Actually, let me rescan to see if we have any codes. No fault codes. Awesome. I think that was it. Let me do a quick erase on everything. You can see how everything's lit up again. It's going through the module as it's erasing everything and then going back to read the codes. If that's the case, we can assemble this whole interior back together and get this thing done. So, all right. Yeah! Woo! All right, so we have no fault codes whatsoever. That's a good sign. Now comes the moment of truth. I'm gonna disconnect this, go and turn the car off, and then turn it back on. And if the airbag light pops on, that means we have an issue. Alrighty guys, moment of truth. Let's take the key off out of here too to cycle it. Put the key back in. Airbag light is on. You better turn off. I don't see it. I don't see it. We have a seat seatbelt light because I'm not wearing my seatbelt. The e-brake light goes away. Yes! 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 We have fixed the M3 100%. No fault codes whatsoever. Well, I'd say 99% because, well, yeah, the interior is still all torn out apart. I'm gonna shut this thing off. But yeah, the interior is still torn apart. Whew. That was $80 well spent. And once again, Ruslan, if you're watching this, thank you so much. We've been using this guy for over 10 years. The best guy there is for anything. Hacking, controllers, modules, programming. This guy's like a Russian hacker. He's really good at what he does. All we have to do is put this interior back together the right way, not the 3-minute way. So I'm going to disconnect all this stuff and put it back together and maybe fast forward this so you guys can see. And we'll get on with the next stuff that we got to do. Just like that, that is all the time we have left for today's video, guys. I really hope you guys are enjoying how this BMW M3 is coming together. Make sure you guys are smashing that thumbs up button if you guys like this video. Also, put down in the comment sections what you guys think about this build so far. Is there a future build you guys would like to see on the channel? I want to hear you guys' thoughts, and also subscribe, guys, because it doesn't hurt you guys at all, but it helps us out a lot. And until then, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.